The Po' Boy Pundits podcast is brought to you by What Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. Pulpery Media presents Po' Boy Pundits with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the political headlines that grab our attention and all those little jerks that infuriate us.
Inside the room from Axios.
Well, I mean, it makes...
Tech mogul and GOP mega donor Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, transition co-chair Howard Lutnick, don't know who he is, are a small group advising Trump on key roles.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense for Musk because, I mean, he's got government contracts for space exploration, for communication.
Yes, see, those are the things I don't... Right.
And so... I mean, he's protecting his interests at this point, making sure that he's going to be paid billions out of the military budget for a long time.
He's the richest man on the planet. He can give everybody $1 million and still be the richest man on the planet.
Right, but I mean, we know by now, like the super wealthy people, all they care about is just accruing more and more wealth.
I don't understand. I mean, again, I'm not rich. I don't understand. But, like, why?
I mean, again, you could ask, you know, there's people like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett who are like, we don't get it. Like, we're actively trying to give away all of our money.
Like, but my great-great-great-great-great-grandkids are going to be billionaires.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Like, who gives a shit?
I mean, and then, yeah, unless your, like, last name is Vanderbilt, and then you squander billions.
Hey, man. Nobody's perfect.
Leaving Anderson Cooper with nothing. How dare you?
Is that why he's so angry?
No.
He is, though. He is, like, you can tell he's, like, seething.
Well, yeah, because I mean, and you know, anybody who's feeling bad about the election, it's like, just look at what these other governments are talking, like, I mean, what the UK, what Ireland, what France is publicly talking about now, where they're going like what is going to happen. Like, this is something to where, like, not a lot of people around the world are not as happy as some of the people here in the United States. And
no, I would venture to guess that most of the world, sans the people we were talking about before, are worried, or outright scared.
Well, if you have a trans family member, should be scared shitless for them.
Jimmy Kimmel should be scared shitless.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that. But
well, like, I mean, almost every late night host.
Yeah, because he's called them all out, right?
Yeah, but particularly Jimmy Kimmel. But you're going like Colbert hits him hard all the time.
Maybe he just watches Kimmel.
I mean, John Oliver will probably be deported back to the UK.
Yeah, you know, when I was watching his show this weekend, I said, man. Because they can do that. And now they're talking about taking away, well, they're going to start with DACA, right? And what would it take to revoke citizenship?
Well, so that's where...
I've heard that floated around, and I think even in Project 2025 it's talked about.
Well, I think, you know, at this stage, what you're looking at is... And, God, who was doing the Sunday show rounds for them?
For the GOP?
Yeah. But they were, Jim Jordan was the one that...
Yes!
That I remember from CNN, and he was...
more condescending than ever now.
Oh, God, he's just smug son of a bitch. You know, but that's what happens when you watch boys get raped in showers. But
did he have his tie undone?
Yeah, of course. And his sleeves rolled up. Yeah.
Because he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
I would love to have a fight with that man.
But, you know, he was saying that, well, first they got to get rid of the felons. So the, undocumented people who have committed felonies. And you're going like, but like that.
What?
Theoretically, that would be the opening, is that if you are, you know, if you've recently gotten your citizenship or whatever, but you've committed a crime...
You're done.
Of any sort.
Right, you're gone.
Right. Eventually it'll be, okay, well, it doesn't have to be a felony. It can be...
Well, no, it'll start with, you know, you're a villain, a criminal, and then you get to the house and you're like, oh, look, his entire family is undocumented or recently documented or, birthright citizen.
And then you can say, oh, well, there was a problem with the paperwork, so
we're just going to round all of these people.
Yeah.
And then there you go. You got a family of 6.
And then it's going to turn into like what that Latin American Trump supporter was crying about on TikTok. Like the neighbor's not letting his kids play. Like, guess what? Those people, when they know they can get rid of you, are going to rat you out.
Yeah, they're going to call ICE.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, quick.
Yeah, I mean, same thing happened in Germany.
It's kind of exactly how it happened.
Yeah. So you go.
But,
when people don't like you living in their neighborhood because they think you're lowering property values.
Do they not realize that they're going to lose a whole bunch of their, at this point, base? Or is that just the Trump base?
At this stage...
They don't give a shit.
No, because even somebody else on the Sunday shows was talking about the economic impact of it.
Right.
And they said, like, if, they've inflated the numbers, but like say you got rid of every undocumented worker in this country, that would be like Social Security would be insolvent at that point.
And you would have 30% of the workforce
gone, which would then just create economic collapse.
Hey man, look at that, they scored already. They're creating jobs. 57 seconds. Hey man, look, we're creating jobs. Yeah. Look at this.
Right, but jobs that were vacant to begin with.
Right.
Because now, now the American populace feels that work like that is beneath them and they don't need to do that.
Right.
So, which is,
the economy will come to a grinding halt.
Yeah.
Just, there it is.
Yeah.
Done.
Which and the same thing too is like, so what are you going to do? What about all these other people who are legal?
Right.
And I mean, like legal white citizens.
Right.
That don't want to take those jobs and continue to get unemployment as long as they are actively looking for a job. Are you going to cut unemployment as well?
Probably.
Then you're fucking over your base again.
That's how much. I mean, at this point, it doesn't fucking matter because they've been fucking their base over forever, and they still have a base.
Right? Yeah. And this is where, I mean, we have reached the point of, and I forget. I heard the term a bunch of times, but I can't ever remember it. It's not kleptocracy, but it's where you have like the least qualified people are the ones in charge of running your government.
Idiocracy.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially where we're going. Electrolytes.
Wait, I can't be the smartest person on the planet. There's no way.
Luke Wilson, save us.
Yes. Yeah. Because Terry Crews, is that his name?
Yeah. He's brilliant.
That whole movie's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, especially it's aged very well.
Oh, has it ever?
Like a Mike Judge, probably just like, this, well, it'd be fun just to make this, and then
coin-operated like porn sites on the side. Of the
and now he's like sitting back, going like, how the fuck did I predict this?
Fuck.
It'd be a Carl's Jr. everywhere.
It better not be. God damn it. Although, no, it would be Wendy's and Chick-fil-A. That'll be on every corner.
Yeah.
Except Sundays.
Correct. And there'll still be long lines for people waiting to get a breakfast chicken sandwich on Monday.
Can't be any worse than on LSU game days having a line out of Cane's.
But yeah, I mean...
Anyway. So we're fucked, right? Is that what you're saying? Because now he's got the Supreme Court too. So he's about to appoint 2 new ones because 2 douchebags are about to retire.
Yeah, and then
so he'll get 2 more like Amy Coney Barrett, Kavanaugh, and what was the other one?
Gorsuch.
Are all except Gorsuch.
Gorsuch though, but he's in
60s.
If.
And the other 2 are in their 40s or 50s. They're
not that I like the
age.
man, but like Gorsuch is like a silver fox. Like he's like, I think he's late 50s.
So
late 50s, early 60s.
You get rid of the other 2 old fuckers and
right.
you put 2 people in their 50s in there. Like,
or 40s, yeah.
Yeah, you've got 40 years.
Yeah. And
of
then
the Supreme Court.
The part I hate about that is like then you have where the two most
that one scares me.
Yeah, well, it's going to happen. So we just have to get used to that idea
because it is going to happen within the next 4 years.
But then you have like dumbasses on the left now. So like the two completely stupid things I've heard was Sotomayor needs to retire now, so the Democrat Senate can appoint a younger judge. But she's only 70. She looks worse than
she's got
what her age. Yeah,
10, 15 years on her.
She gets quality health care, so she should be. I mean, she's not like Bader Ginsburg, who was 80 when But
she wrote it out too.
Well, and again, that's their right. They I mean, until you fucking change those rules, which Biden and the Democrats had the chance to.
It's like becoming the Pope.
Right, yeah. And then
Can a Pope retire?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Benedict did.
Yeah, because if not, he'd still be there.
Yeah.
That spry young chicken.
Well, that's a whole other can of worms. But yeah, you don't talk the papacy when we're in the middle of something like it's a shiny object.
Yeah, I know.
But the other fucking dumbass thing I heard was some dude, and this was on the CNN panel on Sunday, said that Biden should retire and allowing Harris to become the first female president.
And 47.
Yeah, essentially.
To get rid of, be petty as
fuck. Now, if somebody presented it as that, I'd be all for it. But this guy was like, no, and then like she handles the transition and all that.
No.
And going that's just putting everybody through shit that they don't need to go through.
I want to be petty.
Yeah.
Be fucking petty and say it. All of that merch, fuck you, because now it belongs to a brown woman. Yeah. The first president of the United States.
Well, and also...
Oh, and by the way, she could still run for 8 years, right?
Correct, yeah. Fuck, that threw me off.
Sorry.
No, I mean, that's not your fault. But I mean, if...
I've heard those too.
If you launched it as like, let's just be petty as fuck, like... I'm all for being petty.
Oh, me too. At this point in time, yes. Could you imagine their heads exploding?
Yeah. It'd be so mad.
It would be great. And it would be for like 6 weeks, but it would be so worth it.
Or the other argument to make, and it would be this, is that really what you're looking at is, and we really didn't talk about it, like the biggest gut punch was to women, particularly women of color in this country.
Those white women showed out.
But what you really are looking at, and other countries have done this as well, is that it's the Conservative Party, like probably the first female president in the United States will be a Republican.
Yeah, of course.
Because they will be able to galvanize their base to vote for that person.
Absolutely.
So if somebody said that, like, let Kamala take over,
It'll be Marjorie Taylor Greene or something.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that it's not like... possibly the worst version.
What's his daughter's name?
Ivanka.
What's that cunt? Yeah. Ivanka.
Yeah.
She'll be the first president.
Yeah. No,
she's not in fucking jail. Because guess what? She and her husband. Never mind.
What doesn't matter? Her dad can pardon her.
Not if it's a state crime.
Yeah, that's true. But he could pressure governors now to do his bidding.
You saw the chairman of the Fed, and they were like, "Can he replace you?" He was just like, "No."
No. Why not? Because he can't. It's not legal.
No.
Like, that's when I would look out and being like, you're in the government press corps. Right. How do you not
fucking know that?
Do your research.
Like, I know you were looking for something from me. No.
Look it up on your phone.
No.
I'm appointed for a set amount of time. The following segment has been brought to you by Whatever Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. The Po' Boy Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.